Back to what we were saying, my respected brothers. It's not a Turkey problem and not a Syria problem and not a Palestine problem. We are one ummah. Those that have passed away, Allah give them the maqam of the shuhada. My Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, this concept of shaheed is not only a person who gives his life in the path of Allah. Ash-shuhada'u khamsa. My Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, one hadith, he said there are 5 shuhada, 5 types of shuhada. Other hadith ulama have enumerated up to 70 types of shuhada. One type of shaheed, my Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, sahibul hadmi shaheed, the one upon whom a wall fell or a building collapsed and he lost his life on iman. Such a person, Allah will raise him as a shaheed, as a martyr on the day of judgment. The hope is there. Allah give them the rank of the shuhada on the one side. Open your hearts for them. Cry for them. Make dua for them. Assist them financially. Assist them financially to the extent that you can. On the other hand, understand this azab that has come, this difficulty that has come, this plight that has come is a wake-up call, This is Allah's system. فَلَوْلَا إِذْ جَاءَهُمْ بَأْسُنَا تَضَرَّعُوا. Allah complains in the Quran, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? That when the test came, when the affliction came, when the hardship came, turn the clock back a little bit in our context. Riots, flood, coronavirus. What was the reaction? What was the reaction? When it came to coronavirus, let us exercise caution, medical precaution, isolate, social distance, wear the mask, whatever. How many of us said, let us take this precaution of making tawbah? How many said, let us make this precaution of making our salah in the masjid with jamaat? Virus, flood, test, calamity, this is from Allah. Quran tells us, قُلْ لَن يُصِيبَنَا إِلَّا مَا كَتَبَ اللَّهُ لَنَا هُوَ مَوْلَانَا وَعَلَى اللَّهِ فَلْيَتَوَكَّلِ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. Know and understand, لَن يُصِيبَنَا, no hardship, no earthquake. Scientists can tell you, tectonic plates, imbalance in the surface of the earth, 7.8 magnitude, 9.7 magnitude. Scientists can do all that. They can tell you how it is happening. No scientist, by the qasam of my Allah, can say why it is happening. These are not random occurrences. Quran tells us no harm, no affliction, no virus, no earthquake, no test, no trial, no hardship can ever befall you illa ma kataballahu lana, unless Allah has decreed it. These are not accidental occurrences. These are not happening by chance. This is Allah's wake-up call. Sometimes the person is a light sleeper. Tap him, he wakes up. Sometimes he's in a deep sleep. You have to shake him. My Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Ummati hadha marhuma. He said, my ummat is that ummat upon which Allah's special mercies are descending. Laysa adhabuha fil akhirah. Allah will not punish my ummat by putting them in Jahannam forever. Adhabuha fid dunya. Adhabuha fid dunya. The azab of my ummat will be in dunya. Why? Because marhuma. This is Allah's mercy. He will give my ummat a small azab, fitan, zalazil, qatl. He said, what is the small azab? Tests will come, virus will come, earthquake will come, zalazil, earthquake. This is Allah's mercy because it is a wake-up call. How often we heard, the system of the world has changed, governments have changed, economies have changed, travel has changed because of coronavirus, numbers are going up. How many of us thought for 1 second, virus numbers went up? What about the number of bare namazis that are going up? What about the number of those involved in riba that are going up? What about the numbers of those that are lying and cheating that are going up? What about the numbers of those that are not fulfilling their financial hukuk going up? You worried about coronavirus numbers going up, virus numbers going up, fatality numbers going up. Where is this understanding? These are not random occurrences. Allah warns us, فَلَوْلَا إِذْ جَاءَهُمْ بَأْسُنَا. What is wrong with you? When the calamity came, when the test came, when the trial came, you were worried about precautions. Why didn't you take the actual precaution? تَضَرَّعُوا. Why didn't you turn to Allah? Why didn't you knock the door of Tawbah? Why didn't you cry before Allah? Why didn't you change your life? That person who had no sunnah on his face, why didn't he bring sunnah? That person who was away from the masjid, why didn't he come to the masjid? Wallah, my respected brothers, open our eyes, see what is going on. This is not even a time for fajr. This is a time for tahajjud. This is a time to knock the door of Allah. This is the time to cry before Allah, to beg from Allah. Tubu ilallahi tawbatan nasuha fafirru ilallah la'allahum yarji'un. Allah says, come back, come back, come back. Tadarra'u, zari karo, inkisari, beg, cry, humble yourself, cry before Allah. What? But what has happened? Walakin qasat قلوبهم ولكن قست قلوبهم وزين لهم الشيطان ما كانوا يعملون. Two things Quran warns us about, that the test will come, the calamity will come, the wake-up call will come, the alarm bell will come, and still you will not heed, still you will not make tawbah, still you will not wake up, still you will not realize. Why? Because your hearts have become hard. قست قلوبهم, soiled in guna, soiled in sin to such an extent, when the earth is hard, pour water, the water will just roll away. When the ground is hard, plant seeds, nothing will grow. The ground needs to be soft. It needs to be conducive. Qasat qulubuhum. Come into the environment of the masjid. Come in the environment of going out in the path of Allah. Take the amal. Expose yourself to the amal that will soften this heart. Otherwise, Allah says the calamity will come. The test will come. The hardship will come. Coronavirus numbers went up. Fatality numbers went up. Allah's qasam, why didn't the number of musallis go up? Why didn't the number of those making tawbah go up? What is our understanding? Have our hearts become so hard? Have we become slaves of science and doctors and those whose beliefs are based on total atheism, the denial of the existence of Allah? What example, what understanding they took? What was the difference between their understanding and our understanding? What are we waiting for? The ground shook. Our brothers and sisters by thousands were made shaheed. The whole system of the world changed. Floods came, riots came, warning upon warning upon warning, and still we are not waking up. Still we are not heeding. Still we are not changing our lives. Still it's the same merrymaking. Still it's the same weddings and functions and extravagance and israf on an unbelievable scale. What are we waiting for? Allah says, what is wrong with you? When the test came, tadarra'u, why didn't you turn back? Why didn't you put the brakes? Why didn't you realize it was 45 seconds, like that one thing was circulating? 45 seconds this happened, 45 seconds that happened. My respected brothers, understand Allah's qudrat. Allah doesn't need 45 seconds. In 1 millisecond, Allah can change the condition. Allah is merciful, Allah is kind, Allah is compassionate. This is Allah's justice, Allah's justice, Allah's justice, Allah's mercy. Allah doesn't make zulm. Allah wants us to come back to Him. Allah warns, وَلَكِنْ قَسَدْ قُلُوبُهُمْ. Their hearts became hard. وَزَيَّنَ لَهُمُ الشَّيْطَانُ مَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. And shaitan beautified for them their actions. Don't fall into this deception. The time of change has come. Ramadan is coming. It is Shaban now. The season of Allah's mercy. The season of Allah's compassion. Ijtima is coming after Ramadan. Allah is blessing us. These are opportunities. Come back to the masjid. Come back to Allah. Allah give us tawfiq wa akhirna.